Are you playing it safe in life? Are you settling for good enough when deep down you know you're capable of extraordinary? Most people are, and that's the mistake I'm talking about. See, most of us have been conditioned to think small, to play it safe, to avoid failure at all costs. But what if I told you that this safe approach is actually the riskiest thing you can do? It's true. When you settle, you limit your potential, you stifle your dreams, and you miss out on the incredible life that's waiting for you. In David J. Schwartz's groundbreaking book, The Magic of Thinking Big, he reveals the secrets to breaking free from this mediocrity trap and unlocking a life of abundance, fulfillment, and joy. Are you ready to step into your power? Let me tell you, your potential is limitless. You were born with unique gifts, talents, and a fire in your belly that's meant to create something extraordinary. But here's the thing, settling extinguishes that fire. It's like throwing water on a roaring blaze. David J. Schwartz in The Magic of Thinking Big explains that your success depends less on intelligence and more on belief. Settling for less is like putting a lid on your own potential. The moment you stop dreaming big, you stop growing. Don't let that happen to you. You are capable of so much more than you can even imagine right now. But you've got to believe it first. We've all been there, that little voice in our heads whispering doubts telling us to play it safe, to avoid risk. That voice, my friends, is fear, and it's the #1 enemy of success. Schwartz writes that fear is the #1 enemy of success. We often dress it up as being realistic or practical, but the truth is, it's fear in disguise. Settling feels safe, but it's actually the riskiest thing you can do. We convince ourselves that settling is the smart choice, the responsible choice. But let me ask you this. What's riskier, pursuing your dreams with everything you've got, or waking up 20 years from now filled with regret, wondering what if? Don't let fear keep you from the life you deserve. Listen, your energy is contagious. When you're around people who are constantly settling, who are content with mediocrity, it's easy to get sucked into that same energy. But when you're around people who are thinking big, who are going after their dreams with passion and purpose, it lights you up. People who think big energize others. Settling doesn't just limit your life, it limits everyone around you. When you think bigger, you give others permission to do the same. It becomes a ripple effect, inspiring those around you to raise their own standards and go after what they truly want in life. Chapter 4. If you set your sights on something small, guess what? You're going to hit a small target. But if you want extraordinary results, you need to set extraordinary goals. If you aim low, that's where you'll land. Schwartz urges us to set goals that challenge us. Settling leads to mediocrity, thinking big leads to breakthroughs. Don't be afraid to set goals that scare you a little bit. Those are the goals that will force you to grow, to stretch, to become the best version of yourself. Remember, the size of your goals determines the size of your results. Chapter 5. Let me tell you, there are few things more painful than looking back on your life and realizing you didn't go after what you truly wanted because you were too afraid to fail. One of the greatest dangers of settling is the regret that follows. You'll never know what could have been if you don't dare to go after it. But here's the thing, failure isn't the enemy. Failure is feedback. It's an opportunity to learn, to grow, to come back stronger. Don't let the fear of failure keep you from experiencing the incredible joy of pursuing your dreams. Chapter 6. This is the key, folks. Your beliefs create your reality. If you believe you're not good enough, not smart enough, not worthy of success, then guess what? You'll create a reality that reflects that belief. As Schwartz explains, belief triggers the power to achieve. When you settle, you're subconsciously telling yourself you're not capable of more, and your reality reflects that belief. But if you shift your beliefs, if you start believing in your unlimited potential and your ability to achieve anything you set your mind to, then watch out, world, because you will become unstoppable. Chapter 7. Settling becomes a habit. Here's the dangerous thing about settling. It's insidious, it creeps up on you slowly, almost unnoticed. Each time you settle, it becomes easier to do it again. Soon, mediocrity becomes your normal. Thinking big breaks this cycle by forcing growth and resilience. You start telling yourself, it's not a big deal, this is good enough, I'm not cut out for more. But don't buy into those lies. You are worthy of an extraordinary life. You deserve to experience the joy, the fulfillment, the abundance that comes from pursuing your passions with everything you've got. Chapter 8. Thinking big builds confidence. A lot of people think they need to wait until they feel confident before they take action, but that's backwards. Confidence doesn't come before action, it comes from it. Schwartz shows how setting bold goals and pursuing them builds unshakable self-belief. When you set big goals and you start taking action, even if it's imperfect action, you start building momentum. You start seeing results. And those results fuel your confidence, which in turn fuels even bigger action. It's a beautiful cycle of growth and achievement. Chapter 9. Big dreams create meaningful lives. Listen, life is about more than just existing. It's about thriving. It's about making a difference, leaving your mark on the world. And that's what happens when you start thinking big. When you think big, you don't just chase success, you chase purpose. Settling leads to comfort, but big thinking leads to contribution and impact. You stop focusing on just yourself and you start asking yourself, how can I use my unique gifts and talents to serve others? How can I make a positive impact on the world? Chapter 10. The world needs your bold vision. The world is in desperate need of people who are willing to think big, to challenge the status quo, to create solutions to the world's biggest problems. Your decision to think big can change more than your life. It can change the world. Settling keeps your gifts hidden. Big dreams make the world brighter. Don't let your fear, your doubts, or your insecurities keep you from sharing your unique gifts with the world. We need your passion, your creativity, your bold vision. Outrow your best life awaits. So, are you ready to stop settling and start living the life you were meant to live? The life that's filled with passion, purpose, and impact? It all starts with a decision to think bigger, to dream bigger, and to take action on those dreams. Subscribe to Truth Told, follow at TruthTold001, and share this video with everyone you know who's ready to step into their greatness. The world needs your light. Your best life begins where your comfort zone